Absolutely. Here's your complete audiobook script for Chapter 7, The Discipline of Focus, One Thing Until Done. Approx 1,050 words, written in the hard-hitting, cinematic, tough love coaching tone used in viral self-discipline audiobooks. Chapter 7, The Discipline of Focus, One Thing Until Done. Focus is power. Not talent, not luck, not opportunity. Focus. Because the truth is, scatter destroys progress. Distraction kills dreams. And chasing everything guarantees you'll master nothing. Focus is the weapon of the disciplined. It's the difference between busy and effective, between motion and momentum. One thing, every day, until done. That's the code. Most people never finish anything because they never commit to one thing. They dabble, they test, they start strong, then drift. They want results like the greats, but they live like amateurs, scattered, distracted, easily moved. They don't understand that focus is a choice, a brutal, daily, disciplined choice to eliminate everything that doesn't move the mission forward. You can't master 10 things, you can barely master one. But when you do, that one thing changes everything. That's the key. Think about the world's best performers. Athletes, monks, CEOs, artists. They all live by the same code. One thing, every day until done. Kobe Bryant didn't try to be good at everything. He mastered the same shot thousands of times. Monks don't chase stimulation. They sit in silence until stillness becomes their strength. CEOs don't chase trends. They build one product, one system, one vision until it dominates the market. Focus compounds. Distraction dilutes. That's the math of mastery. Let's be clear. The enemy of focus isn't laziness. It's fragmentation. Every notification, every new idea, every shiny opportunity pulls a piece of your mind away from the mission. And every time you shift attention, you restart momentum. That's why most people stay stuck. They're always starting, never finishing. They mistake movement for progress. They confuse activity with achievement. But listen carefully. Movement without direction is noise, and noise kills results. You don't need more goals. You need more focus. You have to protect your attention like it's gold, because it is. Your time means nothing if your attention is fractured. You can sit at your desk for 10 hours and get nothing done if your mind is in 10 places. But 2 hours of focused execution can outwork 10 hours of scattered effort. That's the secret that discipline know. They don't chase more time. They chase more clarity. They don't ask, how can I do more? They ask, what's the one thing that truly matters? And then they do it, relentlessly, until it's finished. You have a choice. You can be a collector of half-built projects or a finisher of meaningful work. You can live in distraction or dominate through focus. But you can't have both. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right thing, consistently, completely, without compromise. That's discipline. Here's how to build the discipline of focus practically, step by step. Step 1. Define the one thing. If you don't define it, the world will define it for you. Decide what matters most. One goal, one mission, one skill. Write it down. Commit. If it's not written, it's not real. Step 2. Eliminate everything else. Every distraction is a leak in your energy. Say no to almost everything. If it doesn't serve the mission, it's a distraction. Cut it. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer options. Step 3. Create deep work blocks. Set time where nothing else exists. No phone, no tabs, no noise. Your best work lives in undisturbed silence. Do it daily. Do it deliberately. Do it until done. Step 4. Repeat. Every day, return to the same mission. Every day, recommit to the same focus. That's how identity forms. Repetition isn't boring. It's the birthplace of greatness. Focus is a discipline of subtraction. You don't become sharper by adding, you become sharper by cutting away. The knife doesn't get strong by adding more metal, it gets sharp by removing it. That's how your mind works too. Discipline is refinement through repetition. You remove distractions until only purpose remains. One thing, every day, until done. Say it again, one thing, every day, until let it sink in. That's how you build unshakable results. That's how you build mastery. Think about it. When you look back at your life, you won't remember the things you started. You'll remember the things you finished, the things you saw through, the missions that tested your focus and proved your discipline. That's legacy. Legacy doesn't come from multitasking. It comes from mastery. The world doesn't reward the distracted. It rewards the disciplined. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be effective where you are. You don't need to chase everything. You need to finish something. You don't need to prove. You need to produce. That's the difference. So today, pick one mission, one habit, one pursuit, and commit to it with brutal focus. When the urge to switch shows up, stay. When the novelty fades, stay. When boredom creeps in, stay. That's the battle. That's the grind. That's where focus becomes identity. You don't need to feel motivated. You need to be consistent. Because consistency compounds faster than chaos. Focus is how you outlast talent. Focus is how you outwork luck. Focus is how you outlive distraction. So from this moment forward, build your discipline on one truth. Scatter destroys progress. Focus compounds it. Let others chase everything. You'll master one thing. Let them jump from idea to idea. You'll dig deep until the work is done. Because discipline doesn't chase. It builds. It stays. It finishes. That's who you are now. One thing, every day, until done. That's not a slogan. That's your new standard. You're not a dabbler anymore. You're a finisher. You're a builder. You're the one who does what others talk about. You don't need their permission. You don't need their validation. You just need your focus. And that's the key. You've mastered the discipline of focus, the power of doing one thing completely. Now it's time to master the invisible force behind all growth, time. Because focus means nothing if you waste the hours you have. And discipline means nothing if you can't manage your minutes. Let's go deeper. Let's build control over the one resource you can never get back. Chapter 8, The Discipline of Time. Own the clock before it owns you. Congratulations! End of Chapter 7. Approx 1,050 words. Would you like me to continue with Chapter 8, The Discipline of Time, Own the Clock Before It Owns You, next?